Alright, guys, this is it. The first mastermind. This is Witch Leather. She's thugs. She's traps. She is Mace. And she is without her pets. So let me summon those. I've got some 53s sitting right here. So I need to get out the Bruiser, my Enforcers, and my Thugs. Now, one thing you want to be aware of is that your pet window needs to be activated with a mastermind. So there's little pets over here you can click. So make sure you do that. Second of all, this list is going to get pretty long, and that's important if you're playing on a team because your team window will also take up a bunch of space. The team window would appear over here. So if you try to put a team of 8 and then all these pets on the same side, usually you can't fit them all, especially with traps because your traps act as pets as well. So I have taken to putting my pets over here. Masterminds have a very busy UI, user interface window. You got lots of stuff. I've also had to activate a sixth little tab here for all my powers because all of these guys are my pets and pet controls. And honestly, these pet controls are pretty much trash, these original stupid ones here. Other than attack, I mean, they really don't do too much. I know some people out there have all kinds of really complicated keybinds and all stuff for masterminds. If you're like a hardcore masterminder, then yeah, that's probably for you. I don't bother with it myself. Like I said, I usually am running in bodyguard mode. If I do need the pets to go aggressive and start attacking, I can just click attack whatever the hell I'm looking at. This is the essentially retreat, like just come with me and don't attack anything. The other thing I want to say is that I do have keybinds, but only for my upgrades or if I was playing more of a buff set, I would have keybinds. So for me, I've bound letters T and Y on my keyboard, which are right next to each other, right next to my little index finger, where I'm doing my WASD movements here. Right near that, I've got T and Y. Those are my two upgrades. So I've got equip thugs and upgrade equipment. So all I need to do is be selected or selecting one of my pets, and as long as they're standing within, I don't know, 15 feet or so of each other, you can hit T and then Y, and it will pow pow. That's important, something like that, because in the middle of a fight, your pets are getting wiped out. You need to be able to quick summon them, which I can do that easily with my mouse. But then they start running around. There's all kinds of allies and enemies, and stuff's flying. You can't see your guys. You're trying to find the buttons to click. I just have T and Y, and I have tab is keyed to toggle through my allies. So I just hit tab. That's going to select my nearest ally. Hopefully it's one of my pets. And I go TY, pow, pow. And that will equip them with their two upgrades, which unlocks more of their abilities, more of their powers. This is not anything new for people who play Masterminds regularly. You know this stuff. But if you haven't played one before, this is some of the crap you need to be thinking about. The other thing you see here is I've got my Vanguard Incarnate pets are on the same list here. I've got my little, Vet Prestige Shield pet drone, so I want to summon that because why not? Can't buff it, but it does give you a little bit of defense when it's out. So I'm going to have those guys, or that little thing out there. I'm going to summon my Force Field Generator. So you can see my pet window's getting busier and busier. Let me bring out my Seeker drones. So all that stuff is sitting right here. And the Vanguard's guy's going to go out here too. So you can see this pet window is freaking busy, right? That's taking up most of this entire thing. So I can't have them here in a team of 8. It just doesn't fit. And then the other thing you want to do is make sure you're using the advanced mode on your, at least I think it's important, on your pet window, because then this way you can just compare to all pets and go aggressive or defensive or passive. And you can also do the attack your target, go to someplace, follow me, stay, or dismiss them. So this is much easier for me than these stupid old school, almost useless little icons down here. Anyway, that's what I do. That's how I work it. Whatever. You all may have your own ways to do things. Let me turn on my inspirations as well. And I usually find that I use my inspirations not on me, but on my pets. So I'm going to have that scooched over near to them. And at this point, my window is set up for me to start running. When I open my map, that's going to take up some space. You can see how, 3/4 or not 3/4, but half your window is occupied by display stuff. So you want to make sure you have that set up to something that works for you. All right, let me go ahead and start activating things like this. All right, so I am currently stealth, so I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to vorpal their ass first. So you see I just got attacks and all my pets are going to go sick. Okay, there you go. All right, let me resummon my FFG just to make sure it's got the 4 minutes of freshness. Get my secret drones out. And now, let's go hunting. So traps, it's a very melee-oriented power set, so I'm going to go right up here, start turning on some shit. Right in the thick of stuff. Just let my pets do their work. I really don't know what they're doing other than it's got to be good. My arsonist is dead. I feel like this shit's going to get out of hand in a second. I may summon my arsonist. By the way, he gets killed all the time. So there you go. He's back. Got a TY. Hopefully he's already over there. What are you doing, bro? He wants to get killed again. Arsonist. Stay frosty, bro. Bruiser's getting wrecked. And, traps, you don't have a direct way to heal. Get my freaking gang wars out there. I got so many freaking pets, you guys. So once you're down like this last guy is usually one you have to go into aggressive. He just killed one of my enforcers. What the? And the reason for that is because, once you have one guy and he's choking or pretty much debilitated, your pets won't react to him anymore because he's no longer a active threat. They only react if in bodyguard mode if you are actively being attacked. All right, so we're doing good. Let's keep going. Let's get some stuff going. Yeah, it looks like the little thugs or gang war lasts more than a minute. I don't know how long it is, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. If anybody knows, you can post in the comments. I don't know off the top of my head how long they last. Again, I am not some super uber mastermind player. I'm not really sure I understand how to play them right, if there is such a thing as right. Guess whatever doesn't get you killed and keeps you happy is right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everybody's geared up. It's hard to keep track of who's who over here, so sometimes I might just resummon something even though I don't need to. It's just got, you know, this lines of green over here. There we go. My mind worked. Guy's running for the hills. Stupid werewolves. Let's see. Should we wait for him to come back? Yeah, why not? Here he comes. There we go. Done. Let's keep going. Think yeah, look, my FFG went down. I didn't even notice it. See, that's one thing I do notice with traps on Masterminds. It's a lot easier to forget, you know, force field generator just because you have all these, you know, icons over here. And, you know, if one of them goes down, was that a pet? Was that force field generator? You know, was that one of the secret drones? So it's a lot harder to, oops. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Here, we're gonna. We can get out of their pet's way so they can have some fun. There's probably some werewolf just went flying back there again. Let's get some more pets out there. All right, let's get in here. Ready? See if I can get my trip mine out. Yep. It's a little bit easier to work trip mine with your masterminds because you got your pets and stuff occupying a lot of the shots and things. The hell? Why do they get that shit get aggroed? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Probably not. See, the more I start messing around and attack guys, my pets are going to defend me. So that's why I just go bodyguard, especially with this traps. I mean, you're going to draw aggro, so it's not like you have to, uh, you know, pull or whatever to get attacked. You just go and run in here and do this. And boop, you're attacked. Bodyguards come to your rescue. They start shooting, burning, scorched earth policy here. I wish they made the range of trip mine a little bit, wider, like twice as. Because that's the other problem with it is even if you do manage to plant one, I've seen a whole bunch of times where it doesn't even trigger because the guy doesn't step right on it. All right, so that was that. I barely took a scratch throughout most of that, so that's pretty much how this build is gonna go. You're gonna be very safe, and it really takes a lot to get overwhelmed. Your pets just have to get murdered, and then force field generator has to blow up, and then they got to get past all your other little traps and gadgets and stuff before they finally can start really laying into you. The biggest thing I've noticed is just if you're, something like Malta burn patches, that's usually what really causes the problem. All right, let's do one more, and then we're going to kick it up to +3 times 8 just to show and test how you have to handle yourself against more enemies, higher level enemies, greater threat level. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So let's just go ahead and check it to see if your strategy needs to change at all. It probably won't. Don't forget that force field generator offers meds protection as well, with the exception of sleep. So that's the only thing that's really going to potentially affect you from a control standpoint. All right, let's go on in. And once we're done with this, we'll see if we get some team action going. All right, let's re-engage all of our pets. Resummon this, resummon that. Let's get everybody out here. Just to get it crowded and crazy, right? And the other thing I do, like I said, I can turn certain people on to aggressive. Let's say the Bruiser goes to aggressive mode. Let's put the 2 Vanguard on aggressive mode. The pets from Incarnate are not part of your bodyguard, just FYI on that, in case you didn't know. So having them on aggressive really doesn't lower your, bodyguard protection. Whereas if your other pets, like the Bruiser, he's on aggressive, he won't count for bodyguard. Okay, let's line them up with the cone. Guys are just running for the hills. The one good thing also about the putting one guy on aggressive, let's say, is that also helps you to trigger your bodyguard mode to attack. If just the Bruiser's on attack mode, you're not going to lose a ton of your bodyguard, but you're going to be able to trigger it because he's going to start attacking, which is then going to have his friends start attacking. All right, let's go in here. Activate my goods. It's just chaos in here. Start getting ready for the aggro, which is coming any second now. kind of very serene, if you want to put it that way, of us play style, because most of the time I'm not even looking at what the hell is happening on the screen. I'm just looking at what traps I can activate. Is somebody over here getting hurt? You know, pet that I have to worry about. Because if a pet is getting killed, I can just drag an inspiration onto them. Especially, like, you know, green heals. So it's like you're playing your own little mini game. Right there, my enforcer's getting wrecked. There we go. So you can drag whatever inspirations onto him you want. That arsonist is always getting his head kicked in. I will also say that this is the danger of playing a mastermind on a team, is it's easy to lose track of your teammates because you're busy focusing on everything else. So if you're being expected to be some, you know, heal bot, trying to be a heal bot, I should say. If you're being expected to be a heal bot, you should probably quit that team. I need some knockback protection. Some more pets out there. I think leadership is pretty much mandatory for Mastermind as well. Just because, I mean, you have to keep those pets alive as much as possible. Let's do this, throw these in there. Arsonist got his ass kicked again. A bunch of them got their asses kicked. See, this is why I personally don't go into little trap rooms like that. He was just getting his head beat in. Man, what is in there? Alright, let's check this guy up. See, there's only like one guy left, so he must already go on him. So that's the example of when I would, you know, click my go after them power or command. Like I said, some people, they have commands for each individual pet, and each pet has 3 different commands to, you know, stay, go, attack. That's just too much micromanagement because that's, you know, 20 commands or whatever. But hey, some people are into that, so hey, bless you if you are. Like I said, this is why I consider myself a hack for masterminds. Okay, put these guys back in defensive. Put the bruiser in aggressive. There we go. I think we're good. Let's delete that. Yeah, those little trap rooms like that, those are bad for MMs because you lose line of sight on your guys. There's another one. Let's see if I can get in there. Can't see anything at all. How did that thing get way over there? Where are all my dudes? How the fuck did they go around in a big circle? Wow, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. They went all the way around and came back this way. Jeez, that's insane. All right, oh my, guess what? The arsonist got killed again. Surprise, freaking surprise. Get this guy. Let's light him up. That's right, my gravitational anchor's got the hold proc in it. Oh, hold on, guys, get back over here. Do not chase him, that's what he wants. Alright, let's start moving up. Where is he going? Finally. Survivors, huh? Walked into that sleep. So yeah, there's your sleep hole in FFG. Alright, finish him, guys. Alright, that was it. So aside from that one corner prison hallway office there, I mean, I didn't really get hurt more than just one time. I think I was, what, a quarter of my health? But that was the only time really my pets took a beating. They got locked into that small little corner room. I personally won't go into those rooms unless I'm playing like a brute or a tank. But even then, I got to make sure that my allies can fire in there. You don't want to get in there around the corner and you're trapped, and then you're just getting smacked by 50 guys and have no way to get out. And nobody can buff or help you either. All right, so that is the end of the solo missions. I'll see if I can get some team action going, and then we'll wrap up this set of videos on Witch Leather, the Thugs, Traps, Mace Mastery, Mastermind. Be right back with some team action.